Hi, you guys. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. You never know what is coming up on my channel. Yes, you will never know, because I'm so strange. I cover the weirdest stuff, don't I? Okay. I only cover things that interest me, which, who knows, maybe they don't interest anybody but me. We'll know soon enough, right? So Diana Jenkins, Lisa Rinna, and Erika Jayne went to Hawaii, and you guys know that Erika was served. That was in one of my videos recently. I posted her being served in case you guys missed it. And she flew commercial back with Lisa, and I would assume Diana took private, right? And was curious as to why Lisa and Erika weren't on her private jet. Maybe they had to come and go at different times. But a lot of people were speculating that Diana Jenkins, Lisa Rinna, and Erika were in Hawaii trying to formulate a strategy for the reunion, because there's a lot to come in the last, I think there's 25 episodes in this season. So there's a lot to come still, and nobody knows how it's being edited, but everybody knows what happened. And so it could go in so many directions depending on the edit, okay? So I know that team, let's call it Lisa, Erika, and Diana, are right now, they have stuff on Kathy, they have stuff on Kyle, Kim. So they are holding ground right now to see how the reunion goes down. And I think Lisa's trying to figure out if she's going to stay, and because her contract's up for renewal, and I guess they want her. So the question is, does she want to stay? She feels that Bravo doesn't have her back, kind of like Kim was saying in the video where I was talking about, on Monday, about how Bravo abandoned her and she felt really thrown under the bus, which is why she would only come back if they really pursued her. So, Lisa's feeling a little bit that way right now, and she feels very attacked by the fans that are trolling her and all this stuff. So she's like, is this worth it? And she really does feel like she is carrying the show. And she's like, let's see how everybody else does carrying the show without me, because it's a lot and it's going to suck because I'm the one creating all the drama at this moment in time. That's the way she sees it anyway. And Erika and Lisa had to fly commercials. So obviously Diana Jenkins didn't want them to come on her private jet, or they went at different times. It could be that too. And so, it didn't make sense for them to go private. But anyway, everybody got off on the fact that Erika had to fly commercial with Lisa. So I would say, if you want Lisa Rinna to stay, now is the time to love bomb her. And if you don't want her to stay, then you're really close to your goal. Just keep pushing the trolling because she's on the edge, okay? And the other thing to note is that Kyle Richards, as you know, her husband has a spinoff. And I think Kyle Richards is waiting to see how the reunion goes. And she is going to make a decision of whether she is staying or leaving based on the reunion. I wouldn't be surprised if Lisa Rinna also does that. They really want to see how the reunion first of all, goes down, and also, get a feel for, because usually it's like 80% of what goes down in the reunion makes it into the edit. So I think that's really what they're waiting for. And Kyle will leave if she feels like, the reunion doesn't go well for her, or if Kathy ends up, really looking bad and their relationship keeps getting worse and worse. Because they weren't talking for 10 years. I mean, I think Mauricio told someone recently that the quietest 10 years of his life was when Kathy and Kyle were not talking. Okay, so I think Kyle's can't win. If things go bad with Kathy, it's bad for her family. If things go bad with, Lisa Rinna and Erika and all this, then she's out of her show in a way, because then the big bombs are coming, and that's going to create a whole bunch of stuff she doesn't want coming out. And, you know, and she's got Netflix to think about with her husband's new show, and probably has other offers for spinoffs with other networks trying to seduce her away from Bravo. And then, you know, it's tough because the rumors are that Kathy Hilton came on the show to kind of take over the show and boot Kyle out as kind of a F you to Kyle. I mean, there's so many reasons you could rationalize her doing that. But then at the same time, Kyle's using Kathy to try to power up on the show as well with like her family again, and maybe even bringing Kim in. I think both Kathy and Kyle see that, as I mentioned in my previous video, as a power play. So we'll have to see how it goes here, but I thought you guys might want to hear that gossip. There's never really been a business reason or a family reason for Kyle to quit the show. That's why this is the first time I think she is really contemplating it. I know every year she says, let's see how it goes. But this year is actually the year that her contract is being renewed. And there's a lot happening on the show I know she's really unhappy about. And there's also a lot of things she's worried about that could come out. And I'm not just talking about Kathy Hilton stuff, dirt other people, other cast members have on her. So I just know she's stressed. And this, you know, I know she doesn't want to damage her brand right now. Her husband's making a ton of money. He's got a show. She could get another show. Like, business-wise, it may make sense to go and not have her brand hurt any further by, you know, depending on what comes out. Because she's managed to be, as I mentioned, secret producer for a really long time. And she's generally been able to manipulate things, call the shots, get insight from the producers, what, you know, they want to see happen, who they're coming for. She's been able to navigate that pretty selfishly. Yeah. Oh, if only I knew what was said on that trip to Hawaii. I'm telling you, it'd be like Christmas morning. Oh. Hey, you guys, do you remember these? These were the shoes I wore in the reunion. Yeah. And Andy Cohen gave Brandi Glanville, who was wearing regular skin tone shoes, Yves Saint Laurent's, that everybody in their world had in their closet, the award for best shoe on season 2 reunion of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I was robbed. These were epic, and they captured my mood totally. And, you know, I came for Brandi and I came for Lisa Vanderpump on that particular show, although they didn't show Lisa Vanderpump because she called me fat. And I said, that's not right. And they cut that out because I guess they were protecting Lisa. But, oh, nothing captured my mood more than this did at that time. I mean, look how cool they are. It's a bracelet on a hand, and the hand's got diamonds, and then a nail and a middle finger with FU on it. So cool. Look at that. It's like a piece of art. Anyway, I only wore them once, but it was classic. Housewives, oh, it's so good to have such good friends, isn't it? Like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. You never know what you're going to get on my channel.